Good morning. I had another weird dream last night. Remember how I dreamed that the car, there was something wrong with it and I couldn't, I never looked that up. But anyway, I did look up when something disappears out of a dream. If it's a child, some of the interpretations for dreams was that, you're trying to find, I don't know, your inner child. What the heck is that? I'm not a child. I'm an older person now. But there was something else. What was it? I don't know. But it disturbed me last night in my dream. Yes, I'm going to tell you about it, whether you want to hear it or not. Last night, so strange. I dreamt of this donut shop before, right? Yes, I dreamt of a donut shop. It's this beautiful bakery. But then all of a sudden it turned all industrialized and there were tons of people and I went the wrong way and I was stuck at the end of the line. And then I finally get to the front where all the different types of donuts are. And the person in front of me is being waited on, but I remember that person being behind me, not in front of me. No, he was in front of me, yup. Then it was my turn. I was so excited. Oh, I'm going to get that one and that one and that one and that one, because it was like industrial size shelves full of these beautiful, beautiful, various types of donuts. Yes, it was a dream come true. And right when I get up there, all the clerks disappear. All the people behind me are gone. I start walking, I find this one, I said, there's no one there for the donuts. I finally get to where the donuts are and everybody's gone. She says, yeah, that's just kind of the way it is in life, isn't it? I don't know, she was stalking or something, but she certainly didn't offer any help. Meanwhile, I knew that I was supposed to meet my friend from junior high. Yes, I actually dreamt of a junior high friend. I think she was my friend. Her name was a different friend's name, but she looked like another friend. Very strange dream. What happened after that? Oh, heck, I don't know, but I didn't get a donut. Oh, she was mad at me, my friend, because I said, I was trying to get the donuts. I waited forever. And then everything, but she had donuts. What does it mean? I'm going to think about that. Meanwhile, back in the real world, so last night I'm going through comments. There's this woman, right? At least I think it's a woman. I know the name, but I'm not going to share it. I'd been annoyed with her comments for some time now. But I just was like, tolerance, Nikki. Tolerance, Nikki. Tolerance, Nikki. And then the other one who sometimes annoyed me, but, then chilled out. Well, the two of them decided to get together and become real you-know-whats. Not asking me, and I had answered one of them. She asked a legitimate question. Why did you pay $49.99 but online they're $70? I don't know. It isn't my business. I think it has something to do with shipping and state taxes, though, which you don't get when something is delivered, a good, by personally. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's gas and stuff, but that's beside the point. So I blocked them both. I just don't need negativity in my life. Anything I tell you that I like, doesn't mean I want you to buy it. If I tell you about something and you think it might help you, and my experience is good, go ahead. I don't know. You try to... There's a lot of glare on this. I hope that doesn't come through in the video. If it does, I'm terribly sorry. Ugh, camera work, camera work. Rah, rah, rah. And I'm tired of not having hair. Anyhow. So today my neck is better, and but my right hip is a dull ache, and I'm scared. I was going to go over to the pool, and it's about 2.5 blocks. I don't know. How do you measure a block? A mobile home block, I think, is smaller than a city block, obviously. I don't know how far that is from my trailer to the community building where the pool is. But I was thinking today, I'm going to go sit in the sun. Why not? I need to rest my back and my neck and my everything. My arm's feeling better. That was a lot of work that day. There's that constant, motion of trying to spray the chemical. Ugh, stuff was everywhere. It just covered me and, back spray and stuff. And yeah, good God, this is going to be a boring one. There just was a lot of hand and arm work. And so it makes sense that my arm and neck would hurt the next day. As a matter of fact, I did take 2 aspirin last night at about 6 o'clock because my son messaged me at 5:30 and he said, "You want to go to the beach?" I says, "Now?" And he said, "Yeah." Finn is stuck in an apartment, and I think he just has a lot of energy, so he'd become rambunctious again and wouldn't listen. So taking him to the beach is a great way to expend energy, and so that's what they did. He wouldn't go earlier. He refused to go, so finally they just forced him to go, and it was the right thing, and then he didn't want to leave. Kids. But it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, the big puffy white clouds and the blue sky, and the sun was just starting to get a little lower, and this beautiful breeze. Oh my goodness, the water was chilly. Woo! And with that breeze, I'm like, oh no, I'm not getting wet. I know what happens after you come out. You freeze your ever-lovins off. So I just walked up to my calves, and I walked back and forth in the water. And sometimes I walked with my sons, and sometimes I walked without my sons, and Maggie was doing stuff. It was really nice. I love the ocean. I love the beach. I love sand. And then I went to rinse my feet off, and the thing didn't work. So then I followed these other 2 girls who also couldn't stand sand on their feet while they drove home. They stuck their feet in the bathroom sink because that was working. And then the lady who's like the ranger or something, they come and they finish stuff off before they shut the gate. She said, there's a fountain outside here, and when you turn it on, the water comes up and over. It'd be a better place to rinse your feet. So I went running and I beat them. And Dennis was there, my son. And I said, hey, Denny, there's a fountain right there. And the lady says the water comes up over the side and you can rinse your feet. And he did his, and then I did mine, and the 2 girls were behind us. And so I didn't have to go home with sand on my feet. Oh, I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. Don't you hate that feeling? Comment if you hate that feeling. Sand stuck to your feet, and How do you put your shoes on? Oh, it's like there's sandpapering my feet. Oh, I hate that. So I'm glad she suggested that. And I do hope that they fix the water thing. It's a long, tall pole, and it has a shower head on top and then another one lower so you could do your legs and feet. Like from your knees down. It's about that kind of height. And rinse off your sand toys and everything if you want. If you have kids. I don't have toys, I swear. I think I want some, though. I want to make sand castles. Build a sand castle. I was very good at it once, and I didn't have any, block builders. I did it all by hand. I'd made this absolutely gorgeous castle. I worked on it 2 hours while we were at the beach. Me and Dennis and the kids. And this little girl came and kicked it over, and her father's standing right there. I said I wasn't finished with it. Ugly little kid. And the father said, "What's the big deal?" Just people looking for trouble. What the world needs now. Why can't there be love and peace in this world? Why do people have to be such schleps? I suppose that's a bad word too. I've used it a lot in my life. Why do they have to be that way? Just think of what life could be like if everybody cared about the guy in front of them or the guy behind them. Is there another planet I could go to? Elon Musk wants to blow up Mars. That's what Michael said. I'm like, why? I guess he wants to see if life would form if you heated it up. That's a little iffy. Almost sounds like the Big Bang Theory, which I don't believe would work either. Go figure. But if Mars is covered in ice, and let's say millions of years ago there was life on it, because you never know, and it thawed out, just like, in the ice they found woolly mammoths and cool stuff like that. But has anyone ever found a T-Rex? Now they say there isn't a T-Rex. What is wrong with me? Why am I going off on strange tangents? Michael and I, we like to talk about weird stuff. Well, all my kids and me like to talk about weird stuff. And so one of these theories, I guess, of Elon Musk is that we're all in a simulation. That this world is just a simulation. I like that idea. It sounds right to me. It does seem like a big, unfortunate game. I've talked about this before, like The Sims and Sim City. Whoever is moving this pawn around, could you please throw me something? I want to travel, yes. And I still would like a home base, yes. But figuring out, I know, monetize your channel. Here's the problem. You're supposed to have a niche, or a niche, or You're supposed to have a niche. I don't know what mine is. How's anybody going to be able to want to advertise when I'm not quite sure who my audience is? It seemed like people identified with the poverty, low income. That seems to be a big one. Making ends meet. For a while, I know I've had some widows. I cover a lot of things. I don't know if I have a niche. Over 60s situations, maybe? Women's issues? I don't know. I don't know what my niche is. I'm not quite certain exactly who my audience is. How do you find that out? The world may never know. And then you have to keep it fresh and new, and my life is boring, people. What did I do yesterday? I licked my wounds because I was slightly hurting neck and arm. And I've been a little scared because my right hip's been saying, I'm still here. But it hasn't been what it was. Oh my gosh. When it first happened to me, well, at first, it was like, oh, I couldn't put any weight on my right leg. That happened last October. It really was the end of September, but October, beginning of October, right? And I come home, I can barely walk. And it just kept getting worse. And like I said, I was like Quasimodo dragging my right leg behind me. It was horrible. I even broke down and got on one of those scooters at Walmart. And I will never sit on a scooter at Walmart. Well, I did. No, you know what? I didn't. I wanted to. I desperately wanted to. I was in so much pain and I needed to go. And what I did is I took the cart and I just would lean all my upper body weight against it so I could try to walk normal. It was terrible. Terrible. And then I found the meloxicam and the pain went away. And then I read that meloxicam can kill you suddenly. Just oh, there goes your kidneys. And that frightened me. Plus, I was sometimes taking it with Flexeril. And I don't drink a lot of water, and I should. Right? I know. I got good skin, but I can't drink water. I mean, I drink it, but what do I drink? I have a cup of coffee. That's 12 ounces of liquid. And that you're not supposed to count that, but I do. I eat a lot of fruit, though. I like anything cold and wet and juicy because I do, And I gotta have fruit during the day, and I'm out. Okay, I have some frozen blueberries. I have some leftover strawberries that are in a Debbie Meyer's green box, and boy, are they old, but I ate one last night, and, I can't taste, so nothing happened after I ate it. I'm still here. But, where is this going? Finding my way in life. I've got goods to sell. I want to sell them. So I thought about Shopify. Shopify on the lowest scale is $30 a month. Huh? What if I can't sell $30 a month? What if I do, though? Should I try? Tell me if I should try. Should I try Shopify? If I try Shopify, then I have somewhere where I could direct you guys and say, hey, look, my stuff's for sale. I've thought about having a little YouTube show with some of the things I have to sell. I started to list things on Mercari, but it's just a few postcards. It takes forever. It takes forever to list anything. I will be long gone before I get a quarter through. I think with the postcards, I'm going to keep inventorying them by price. And then I'm going to call a postcard person. I'm going to say, come on over here, and I'm going to show you what I got. And you tell me what you'd offer me. I just want to come up with a great idea. one that'll make me some money. My heart's desire is to go home in October. I want to go home just for a little bit. Just to drive around and watch the leaves turn, and I go to the lakes and the mountains, but I'm so tired of being alone doing things like that. The kids can't break away. They have plans and goals. They're young and they need to work toward their plans and goals. I get it. I'm already at 20 minutes and I haven't said a dang thing. Well, I think I've said a lot, really. But the beginning of this was all, oh gosh, I hope it doesn't show that way. It showed that way when it was all glare. Oh my. Distressing times. I need to make another video. Something about making ends meet. People like to hear about making ends meet. How do I make ends meet? I don't even know. It's kind of like that Bible story, and if you're not a Christian, I'm sorry. I don't know what I am, I swear. Kind of an agnostic. Kind of on the border. Anyway, remember the Bible story in the Old Testament? Was it Elijah? He goes to the widow. Did she have a son? I don't remember, but it was all about this barrel of flour and some oil. And she only had enough to make like a loaf for her and her son. And she said, and then we're going to just go under that bush and go die. And he said, make the loaf. And she made the bread and she shares it with everybody. And there's still some flour and oil left. I feel like that's my life. Except with credit card debt. Oops. Well, I needed the new window units, okay? That was almost $500. And I thought I needed wigs. And I don't know how much that was. I don't want to know. And then I needed some other this and that and things here and there. I needed some new pants. Those weren't very expensive, like $25. 2 pairs. I wear those stretchy capris because they're comfortable. And who have I got to impress? Do I think I'll ever be able to work a job? Boy, I hope so. But see, when I worked hard like that, now I need a few days to recover. Still. But at least I'm not taking meloxicam. I'm very happy about that. You don't know. Very happy about that. Well, I'm going to finish bantering. It's almost 25 minutes, and you've probably had enough. Terribly sorry for these long ones, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you like it. Who knows? Comment below. Don't forget to like my videos. Someday, YouTube might work for me. Maybe someday I will monetize. Maybe someday it'll be worth monetizing. I would love to end my stint with food stamps. I think that's going to be goal number 1. I would like to be able to make $200 extra a month so I can say goodbye food stamps. But it needs to be a sudden 200. It can't be like, she's got 25 this month. Because then you have to report it and you keep losing food stamps. Well, I suppose that would work. I could just keep replacing it. I don't know. I'm bantering about nothing. That's my goal. I would like to make $200 extra a month. I don't think that's unreasonable. Maybe I'll have a yard sale. I think I made $200. If you knew the stuff I threw away, I was just like, if it isn't perfect, the paper, maybe I shouldn't have done it. Maybe I should have offered it for free. I did for 2 days and nobody came. And so I bagged it all up and I threw it in the garbage. What are you going to do? Books, magazines, If it wasn't perfect, it went. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I do have a lot of junky junk. I wonder if anyone would come. It was all dealers, people looking to turn a profit. I do have some stuff they could turn profits with. I have a lot of junk jewelry. Yeah, you know, like little bands like that imitated the Annie and Artie or whatever the heck that stuff was. Fads. They're probably still making money. Okay, those were poor people, you know. And they come up with an idea. I need to come up with an idea. Anyway, so I blocked 2 of my subscribers. Bye. They'll probably come back under assumed names. I'll recognize them when they do. Trouble. Okay. That's it. Now I'm at over 25 minutes. I'm going. Bye.